Is humanity in a state of decadence and in a fragile condition? Is the foundation for the progress of the human race found in the usage of technology? To what extent can the latest developments in science and technology be used for the betterment of the human race? Well, transhumanism believes that human capacities can be augmented and that human beings can lead a better life through an appeal to new technologies. We are thinking of the usage of genetic engineering, nanotechnology, and artificial intelligence, among other things. Imagine living in a world where you do not have to age, or a world where you will not be affected by a disease. Even think of a world where your cognitive capacities have been augmented. Transhumanism believes that there is a need to transform human beings. What is the goal? It is to be a post-human. This shows that there is a need to go beyond the nature of humanity as we know it. A human race that is plagued by ignorance, wars, and destruction. A human race that is not able to utilize its full cognitive capacities. A human race that is haunted by acts of moral evil. A human race that dwells in a state of meaninglessness. This is where transhumanism comes in. It promises a greater transformation in our genetic makeup as well as in terms of neurology. It can lead into prosthetic augmentation. It can also lead into radical modifications in the human body. It is not just radical changes in physical conditions that transhumanism promises. It is the physical and mental transformation of the human race as we know it. There are changes in our worldviews that are going to be realized. Well, what do the critics say about all this? There are several arguments that have been forwarded. Some say that human beings will not remain as human as such since transhumanism will destroy their souls. Others say that the whole idea of personal identity and freedom, the will, is going to disappear. It is also asserted that we will become machines, and as a result of this, our unique human nature is going to vanish. The critics also allege that transhumanism can lead into a dystopian reality. They say that a conflict is going to arise between humans and post-humans. They tell us that not everyone will accept transhumanism. Still, there will be two types of human-like creatures who will enter into a war with one another in order to assert their dominance. The proponents of transhumanism argue that it is the path towards the realization of a utopian future. Think of a world where we are able to help those with different forms of disabilities. A world where we can overcome our racial and class differences. A reality in which bionic devices that can transform our lives can be used. A reality where patients do not have to suffer with unbearable pain. One person who is trying to turn this into a reality is Elon Musk. He established Neuralink, which is a chip that can be inserted into our brains. It will give us more capacities that we can ever imagine. Still, the critics would say that human beings are trying to act as a god and that this is a futile undertaking. Ultimately, the question of transhumanism is about whether or not technology can lead into the betterment of the human condition. Is humanity capable of making a progress on its own, or does it need the help of technology in order to overcome its state of decadence?